Have you ever felt trapped by the fear of being disliked? It's a silent weight that holds you back, keeping you from speaking your truth, pursuing your dreams, or living authentically. The Stoics understood this all too well. They taught that true happiness doesn't come from seeking approval or pleasing others. It comes from living in alignment with your values, regardless of how others perceive you. Imagine how freeing it would be to let go of that fear, to stop worrying about judgment or rejection and start living fully as your true self. That's not just a possibility, it's a Stoic principle, and it's the key to unlocking a life of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. In this video, we'll explore 8 Stoic strategies that will empower you to embrace the courage to be disliked. By the end, you'll not only understand why this fear holds you back, but also gain the tools to overcome it. Get ready to transform how you think about approval, rejection, and your own happiness. If you're tired of living for others and ready to claim your freedom, let's dive in. Because sometimes the greatest act of courage is simply being yourself. 1. Recognize that not everyone will like you. The Stoics teach us a liberating truth. It's impossible to please everyone. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This stark reminder urges us to focus on what truly matters, including the relationships and values that align with our authentic selves. Seeking universal approval is not only futile, but also a significant drain on energy and peace of mind. When you try to make everyone like you, you lose sight of your true identity. You compromise your values, dilute your principles, and become trapped in a cycle of constant validation. The Stoics believed that the opinions of others are external and therefore beyond our control. What we can control is our response to those opinions and how much power we give them. Instead of striving to win over everyone, focus on building meaningful connections with people who respect and appreciate your authenticity. These are the relationships that add value to your life, offering support and understanding without demanding you compromise who you are. When you let go of the need to be universally liked, you free yourself to live more honestly and courageously. You can focus on what truly aligns with your values and purpose. The next time you face disapproval, remember this: not everyone's opinion matters. The only opinions that should carry weight are those of people who truly care for and respect you. Let go of the rest, and you'll find yourself free to live more authentically. 2. Turn rejection into strength. Rejection is an inevitable part of life, but the Stoics teach us to view it not as a failure, but as an opportunity for growth. Epictetus reminds us, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom encourages us to shift our perspective on rejection, seeing it as a chance to learn, adapt, and strengthen our character. When someone criticizes or rejects you, it's natural to feel hurt or disappointed. But dwelling on these emotions only prolongs the suffering. Instead, take a step back and reflect. What can you learn from this experience? Was the criticism constructive? Did the rejection reveal a misalignment between your values and someone else's expectations? Use these insights to grow stronger and more resilient. Rejection also serves as a filter, helping you identify who and what truly belongs in your life. Not everyone will understand or appreciate your journey, and that's okay. Those who reject you often make room for others who align better with your values and purpose. This process might be uncomfortable, but it's a necessary part of self-discovery and growth. Embrace rejection as a teacher. It can reveal areas for improvement, highlight your strengths, and remind you of the importance of staying true to yourself. When you stop fearing rejection and start seeing it as a stepping stone, you unlock a powerful resilience that allows you to face challenges with courage and clarity. 3. Focus on what you can control. The Stoics teach us one of the most empowering lessons. Our energy is best spent on what lies within our control. Epictetus famously said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This wisdom serves as a reminder to stop chasing the approval of others and instead master your thoughts, actions, and responses. External opinions, judgments, and criticisms are beyond our control. They reflect the perspectives and biases of others, not the truth of who we are. When we tie our self-worth to how others perceive us, we hand over our power and allow their opinions to dictate our lives. The Stoics saw this as a form of slavery, a life lived at the mercy of external forces. By redirecting your energy inward, you reclaim your autonomy. Focus on living with integrity, aligning your actions with your values, and responding to challenges with wisdom and courage. This doesn't mean ignoring feedback or relationships, but rather approaching them with clarity. Use criticism as an opportunity to reflect, but don't let it define you. Every moment you spend worrying about others' opinions is a moment lost from building the life you want. Practice self-discipline and prioritize your mental and emotional health. When you focus on mastering what you can control, you cultivate a sense of inner stability that no amount of external disapproval can shake. This is where true freedom lies. 4. Prioritize inner peace over external opinions. The Stoics remind us that true freedom comes from within. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By focusing on inner peace, you can rise above the chaos of others' judgments and live a life of purpose and tranquility. External opinions are fleeting and often contradictory. People's judgments are shaped by their own insecurities, biases, and misunderstandings. If you base your happiness or sense of self-worth on the approval of others, you'll find yourself caught in a never-ending cycle of striving and disappointment. The Stoics urge us to break free from this trap by grounding ourselves in what truly matters, a calm and unshaken mind. Prioritizing inner peace requires deliberate practice. It means stepping back from situations that provoke anxiety or self-doubt and choosing not to react impulsively to criticism or praise. It's about creating space to reflect, assess, and respond in a way that aligns with your values. This is not an act of indifference, but one of strength, choosing your mental well-being over the chaos of external opinions. Inner peace doesn't mean isolating yourself or avoiding relationships. It means approaching life with balance and clarity. When you cultivate this tranquility, you become less reactive to the noise around you. Others' judgments lose their power, and you gain the freedom to make decisions based on what truly serves your growth and happiness. This calm and centered approach is the key to living authentically and with purpose. 5. Detach from external validation. The Stoics recognized the fleeting and unreliable nature of external validation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This paradox lies at the heart of why so many people chase approval and praise. The need for validation from others creates a cycle that leaves us vulnerable to disappointment and self-doubt. When you rely on external opinions to define your worth, You place your happiness in the hands of others, people who often have their own insecurities and biases. This dependence can make you reactive, constantly adjusting yourself to fit in or win favor. The Stoics teach us to break free from this trap by building self-worth from within, rooted in virtues like wisdom, courage, and self-discipline. Start by reflecting on your values and aligning your actions with them. When you live in accordance with what truly matters to you, external validation becomes less significant. Praise and criticism lose their grip because your confidence stems from living authentically. This doesn't mean disregarding feedback, but rather approaching it with discernment. Take what helps you grow and let go of what doesn't. Detaching from external validation empowers you to live boldly. You're no longer swayed by the approval of others, allowing you to focus on your goals and values. This inner strength creates a sense of freedom and fulfillment that no amount of external praise can match. 6. Embrace the power of integrity. Living with integrity requires courage, especially in a world where conformity is often rewarded. The Stoics understood that being disliked is sometimes the price of staying true to your values. Epictetus advised, "Whoever is going to do anything great must not be afraid of being hated." Integrity means standing firm in your truth, even when it challenges the expectations or judgments of others. When you live with integrity, you prioritize authenticity over acceptance. This can be uncomfortable, as it often invites criticism or rejection from those who don't understand or agree with your choices. However, the peace that comes from knowing you're living honestly far outweighs the temporary discomfort of being misunderstood. Integrity also brings clarity. It eliminates the need for constant justification or second-guessing because your actions align with your beliefs. This alignment fosters self-respect and a deeper sense of purpose. You're no longer living to please others or seeking approval. Instead, you're guided by your own moral compass. Embracing integrity doesn't mean being rigid or dismissive of others' perspectives. It's about being open to dialogue while remaining anchored in your values. This balance allows you to engage with the world meaningfully without compromising your authenticity. Living with integrity may mean being disliked by some, but it also earns you the respect of those who value authenticity and courage. More importantly, it earns you your own respect, which is the foundation of a fulfilling and principled life. 7. Practice the art of indifference. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom lies at the heart of Stoicism. The judgments and opinions of others are external events, things beyond your control. The Stoic approach is to meet these externalities with indifference, focusing instead on what truly matters: your own thoughts, actions, and character. Indifference doesn't mean apathy or disregard for others' feelings. It's about recognizing the limitations of external judgments. When someone criticizes or praises you, they're often projecting their own insecurities, biases, or values, which may have little to do with you. Allowing these judgments to dictate your emotions or actions only gives away your power. To practice the art of indifference, start by reframing your perspective. When faced with criticism, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my values? Is this feedback constructive, or is it merely someone's opinion? If it's irrelevant to your growth or integrity, let it go. The same applies to praise. Appreciate kind words, but don't let them define your worth. This mindset allows you to move through life with a sense of calm and clarity. Instead of being pulled in every direction by the whims of others, you stay grounded in your purpose. Over time, you'll find that indifference to external opinions frees you to live authentically and boldly, unburdened by the fear of judgment. 8. Live by your own values. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from living in alignment with your principles, not from conforming to the expectations of others. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In other words, focus on living according to your own values instead of seeking approval or guidance from external sources. To live by your values, start by identifying them. Reflect on what matters most to you, whether it's honesty, courage, compassion, or self-discipline. These principles should act as your internal compass, guiding your decisions and actions. When you live by your own values, you create a foundation of self-respect and authenticity. Your happiness no longer depends on external validation or meeting societal expectations. Instead, it arises from the satisfaction of knowing you're staying true to yourself. This alignment reduces internal conflict and fosters a sense of peace and purpose. Living by your values also requires courage. You may face criticism or rejection from those who don't understand your choices. However, these challenges are opportunities to strengthen your resolve and demonstrate integrity. The more you practice this, the less you'll fear disapproval, and the more you'll trust in your ability to navigate life with wisdom and clarity. Remember, the opinions of others are fleeting, but your values are enduring. By living in alignment with them, you build a life that reflects your true self, a life of fulfillment, resilience, and unwavering authenticity. If you've made it this far, comment, "I choose freedom," so I know you're ready to embrace the courage to live authentically. Remember, true happiness isn't about being liked by everyone. It's about staying true to yourself. If this resonated, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more Stoic insights. Let's keep building a life rooted in strength and purpose. See you in the next one.